Operation-oriented matrix. Operation is all about the function, the procedure, whichever way you call it. The operation or the function are working on the attributes in the class which are being encapsulated. So whenever we talk about the object-oriented system, we generally talk about class. Other things we don't talk. So there are metrics which are proposed mostly on the class basis, not about the operations in the class. So Churcher and Shepard, they discuss, for example, just write a function. The method tend to be small, both in terms of number of statement and in logical complexity. This suggests that connectivity structure is more important than the content of modules. So what is inside the module is not that important. The connectivity structure of these methods inside a class and outside the class is more important. However, we can gain insights by examining the average characteristics of a particular method or operation. So there are three simple metrics proposed by Lawrence and Kids. How to examine the average characteristic of methods and the operation present in the class. The first one is average operation size, OS with the subscript average. Now size can be determined how? By counting the total line of code, LOC. For example, this is a function. So we can compute or count the line of code and the number of messages sent by operation. How do we send the message and get the message? Through the function interface, that is the input parameter and the output parameter. So as messages sent by a single operation increases, the responsibility is not being properly allocated within the class. There is only one function is doing a lot of work, the other function are not doing that much of work. Operation complexity, OC. Now the complexity of an operation, this can be computed how? Using any complexity matrix like the cyclomatic complexity. So designers should see and strive to keep this operation complexity as low as possible. And then comes the average number of parameters per operation. So in an operation, in a method, how many parameters are there? The input parameters, the output parameter. Larger the number of operation parameter, I'm talking about this, the more complex the collaboration between objects will be there. So the input parameters, output parameters, they have to be as less as possible. So the MP average should be as least as possible.